Jimmy returned to the cabin. No hesitation now. He wrapped the corpse the sailor's way. The wind slammed and reopened the broken porthole. A pillow fell from the upper bunk. Mr. Gould had booked a two-person cabin. He traveled alone, but this cabin was more spacious. The heavy swaying of the ship made it creak and groan. Hurry up! He was feeling jittery, something that almost never happened. Was it the corpse getting to him? No. Nonsense. Just get the sheet. Start stitching. The body lay there like a stage ghost summoned from the grave. Through the white linen you could see the hump of the chest, the tilted back skull, and the sharp outline of the feet pointing straight up. Just get it into the water. Fast. This murder could ruin a lot of innocent lives. The steward, Dirty Fred, and even Jimmy himself could end up behind bars. For once, without deserving it. Into the sea with you, giant man. Let the ocean floor keep your secret. Not the first, not the 100,000th crime buried at sea. Who did you get in the way of? He whistled softly to himself. Deep down, Fulig Jimmy was a tough guy. He went into the bathroom and picked up the long slatted wooden plank that usually sat in front of the tub. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from the cabin. He stopped, startled, then ran back. Nothing. The corpse had slid across the floor with the swell and knocked over the table.
Calm down, old man. I'll take care of you in a minute.
He glanced in the mirror. He looked like hell. He strapped the body to the narrow board. It wasn't pretty.
Now, stay still, Uncle. I'm gonna fetch some coal for your feet. At least you won't go bouncing around anymore before we toss you in.
But the body rolled with the next tilt, toward the bathroom. Then, another shift, and it sledded straight into the door like a battering ram.
Hey, cut it out! You'll get your weight, all right?
He jumped out of the way just in time. The corpse, tied to the board, surfed the slick deck like a sled on an incline. The ship leaned so steeply, it felt like a playground slide.
Still not resting, huh?
He opened the door, held the handle, and peeked out. It was 2 a.m. The wind had calmed somewhat and the rain had lightened. Only runoff trickled down the ship's iron parts. Light still shone from Mr. Irving's cabin, and there stood the captain, or the ghost. He let go of the handle and took off running. Behind him, the wind flung the door wide with a bang, and at the sound, the captain, or was it the ghost, hurried away without turning around. As always, he clutched his coat collar tight under his nose. Jimmy chased after him. He reached a dark corner, caught up, and reached inside his coat to strike, when the figure turned.
What do you want?
It was the real captain again.
I was going for coal. Saw someone by Mr. Irving's door.
I checked on him. I have reason to keep an eye on that boy. He's no ordinary passenger. Now get the coal. Let's finish this before dawn.
Jimmy hurried. At the stairs to the coal room, he glanced to the right, and there, through the steaming mist toward the stern, he saw the captain again. The other one. Meanwhile, the real captain walked away in the opposite direction. For 1 second, Jimmy saw them both. The wind shrieked as it tore along the length of the ship, and the sea murmured below, a restless, fading, then rising whisper. Jimmy hurried to fetch the coal. Quick, quick! No time to think. Just get the body off the ship. Out of sight, out of mind. At the corner, the stairs split in 2 directions. On impulse, he took the left, toward the luggage hold. Dirty Fred, the captain. If anyone could help, it was him. That man didn't have nerves, or, if he did, they were made of wire. Jimmy reached the big crate and knocked. Jimmy knocked on the large trunk.
Captain, wake up!
What do you want? Put the breakfast down and get lost.
Come out. Something's happened.
You didn't bring rum? then get back out. Worst steward I've ever seen.
It's feel like Jimmy talking. Come on, Uncle Freddy.
You? What are you doing here in the middle of the night? I'd rather nothing goes missing from the hold while you're hanging around.
He crawled out through the stage door, grumbling.
What now?
Dead man, ghost, murder.
That's why you woke me?
Please, just listen. I think I need your help. And you know that's not something I say to many people. I'm not scared, not really. But you've got that brain.
You talk too much. What's going on?
Mr. Gould's been murdered.
So what? Someone dies, and we throw a parade.
No one on the ship knows it was murder. The wound's barely visible, done with a pin.
And I assume you tossed him overboard, as per quarantine protocol.
No, he was traveling with some kid who talks like a king. And he wired Singapore, said not to bury his guardian just yet. And they actually agreed. Which makes no sense during a quarantine.
What's his name?
Mr. Irving. But that's not his real name. I think he's some famous royal. Honestly, he'd be dead too if I hadn't been there.
He told Fred everything. The hatpin stab, the two captains, every detail.
The steward saw it too, but when he told me, I said he was a drunk idiot telling ghost stories. Still, it's weird.
You're right.
You think so?
Absolutely. Only a drunk idiot would say something like that.
You don't believe me.
What do you want from me? You turning into a cop now? Hunting murderers? Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
Jimmy hesitated, thinking.
Captain, I'm asking this seriously. Do ghosts exist?
Dirty Fred pulled two long, root-like hairs from his beard and gave them a thoughtful twist.
They've shown up now and then, he said cautiously.
Listen, Freddy, it's a dark and stormy night. The monsoon's dragging fog from the eastern shores. No one cares what you do. Come topside.
Nope. I'm a passenger. I don't meddle in sailor business.
But what if this ghost is a killer?
Then I definitely won't meddle. I'd expect the same courtesy if I went on a murder spree.
I've still got $50. They're yours.
Well now, that's different. Lead the way.
They set off. When they reached the cross corridor, Jimmy suddenly remembered he still needed coal from the hold.
Wait here a minute, Captain.
He slipped down the other stairway. The hold was pitch black. He had to feel his way through the dark. Then he heard a sound.
Is someone there?
Who is it?
It could only be the son of Peters, the chief stoker. Where's your father?
In the boiler room.
That's not his shift.
It is now.
Why?
Hutchins the stoker killed himself.
What? Hutchins killed himself? I should have heard about that. What are you talking about?
He disappeared. They searched everywhere. They said he snapped. People like that usually jump overboard. So now my dad's working his shift.
Now it made sense. The stoker hadn't reported in, and no one found him aboard. It was clear he'd jumped into the sea.
What are you doing down here?
Waiting for my dad, and I'm scared of the ghost. We've got one on this ship.
Now that was something the captain needed to hear. Jimmy stuffed a few large lumps of coal into a sack and hurried off. But Fred wasn't at the stairwell anymore. Had he gone on ahead? Or had he simply pocketed the $50 and crawled back into his crate? Surely not. He had some conscience. Or did he? It was pitch black. The rain had stopped, but wisps of pale fog stretched across the deck like gauze, and the heavy briny stench of the sea clung to everything like spoiled stew. As Jimmy passed the boy's cabin, he noticed the light was still on. Through the sheer curtain, he could see Mr. Irving slumped over a book, fast asleep, revolver still in hand. He kept moving. The light was also on in the late Mr. Gould's cabin. From the open door, a yellow strip of light spilled onto the rain-slick planks. Jimmy froze in the doorway like he'd been struck by lightning. The body was gone. The cabin was empty. To be continued.